Tracy McGrady hits a two-pointer just inside the arc.
You know, this Toronto team, it almost seems like the bigger the game, the brighter.
This time he puts it down.
Now that's what he does well, Bob. He's an offensive rebounder. He's an energy player. Not really a primary guy you go to score, but he can score in the flow of the game.
The basket and one for Tracy McGrady. For 5. Here's Payton. Doesn't get the bounce. Carter on the wing. Over Barry. And he starts hot. Paul Westphal wants to talk it over. We played a little more than 4 minutes. And his Payton with the hook. He's had some bad luck on some early shots that wouldn't stay down for him. Doug Christie. 7 for 7 from the floor for Toronto.
And they also have 7 assists on those 7.
Brand. Tracy McGrady back. His jumper. He got it, plus he's coming to the line.
I was so impressed yesterday with Tracy McGrady. I've never really spent any time around this young guy, just watching him at a distance. But to watch him and to speak with him yesterday, he is smooth, he's articulate, and he's very, very basketball smart, and he's getting better and better. And the thing I love about him and talking to him yesterday, I just got a sense that he loves to play basketball. And I told him, if you love to play with your talent, the sky is the limit of how good you can be as a basketball player. He really impressed me yesterday, Bob. Fade out and shoot jump shots, play the entire game. That's the maturity we talked about in the open.
8 points for him as Payton loses it. McGrady pulls up and fires. And the Raptors are up 20.
Tracy McGrady off the steal. He's going to get the ball in the open court. His eyes are going to be up. He's looking ahead. Defense is back. What do? You pull up and you take the little jump shot. Toronto right now playing great basketball.
Lewis for 3. It bounces to Christie. The former Knick to the front court. Underneath to McGrady, who's from 3.
No pressure on the ball, so now he could do
time. They're up by only 3. McGrady cross court to Doug Christie for 3.
So that's what happens when you have to double team the post. Tracy McGrady's at 6'8", is going to see.
McGrady drives and finishes.
That was pretty spectacular. Rashard Lewis gave him the baseline. Rashard Lewis forces the baseline drive. Horace Grant, no weak side help. And McGrady with a powerful two-hand.
Right wing. Willis with the offensive rebound.
See, Bob, I think why he got tossed was not so much what he said as the fact he walked out on the floor.
A long ways out on the floor. Oakley from 20.
This is the leadership you talk about. Kevin Willis, Charles Oakley.
Tracy McGrady off to Carter, who hits, ending a drought of 5 consecutive misses. He made 6 of his first 9, and prior to that.
You know, with Vince Carter, it's not how, but it's how many. So he steps out on the fringes at the three-point line, and he buries this long two-point shot.
Weaves his way back outside. 5 seconds to shoot, and he will. Lewis had it squirt through his hands. Carter back to McGrady, and Toronto the lead again.
Now that was a great play by McGrady. He's got 5 fouls. He gets in.
He won't be for a couple more months, and yet this is his 3rd year in the NBA.
Well, the recognition, Bobby, didn't try to take it all the way. He pulled up with himself under control to give his team the 2-point lead. Carter gets invited. He has to go. What a great honor to represent your country. I played in the Olympics. It's one of the most wonderful experiences I've ever had.
Here's Vern Maxwell to the left hand, and it's blocked.
The great interior defense as Maxwell drives that ball to the basket. Tracy McGrady is a terrific shot blocker. Time out here, that's a broken play.
12 seconds. It's Payton bumping his way through. It rolls off, no good. Ball loose and much. And they fouled him with 3.7 on the clock, with Carter hounding him.
See, I don't like a small guy throwing this ball in. It might get deflected.
It's deflected by Christie, who flips it in. It's in Lewis's hands, and coming out to block it is McGrady. So Toronto's defense comes up big. Now remember, they had another timeout. Speaking of the Sonics, they could have called timeout if they didn't like the setup of things.
And with another 2-point win, you see the deflection right there. 2-point win, you see the deflection right there by Christie. He saves it inbounds, and then the deflection once again by McGrady on the block. A gutty win here by the Toronto Raptors.